Hello beautiful and lovely gamers, my name is Jonal. Today we're talking on Weep, and no, I'm not meaning hentai. We're talking about how to 1v1 as Genji against another Genji, so you always can come out on top. Of course, it's a little bit dependent on mechanical skills. If you're on silver and the guy's in GM, he's probably gonna just out-aim you straight up, even if you do a lot of this, but in your elo a lot of time, you're gonna have equal to around the same skill level, and these tricks will, especially in the lower elos of course, give you a huge advantage in those 1v1. So with no further ado, let's really begin. First of all, you need to notice jump patterns. This makes it easier for you to land shots. A lot of Genjis are double jumping log and spamming that. Try to hit them on their high, right? It's a very predictable jump pattern when they go up, and also a very predictable pattern as they go down. So aiming at the peak and at the lowest height of their jump is an easy way for you to land extra shurikens. But that's just a small little bit of trick that you need to think about while you're aiming. The big thing is dash advantage. Dash advantage is something that I've been talking about a lot. If you guys have watched my stream, which I'll link down in the description, I stream Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 PM Norwegian time. You guys know that I talk about this a lot of time. Dash advantage essentially just means that you need to get dash off first. Normally, you finish with dash, right? Dash is a consistent 50, normally a consistent 80. So what is the whole idea is that, again, you dash first and then he will dash you and whatever, and that will bring it so that in the end of the fight you can remove 88 of his HP and you can win the fight in that nice burst. So by having that, you will normally always finish him off first before he can finish you off. There's also a couple of other things that goes to it. For example, when it comes to stuff like deflect, you want to be able to, for example, when he right-click dash melee you, right? If you have deflect up, you will normally deflect that shuriken straight back at him, and right-click dash melee is the standard combo for a Genji player. One of the great things also getting dash advantage, normally you will be allowed to dash melee, or even right-click dash melee, right? Compared to him, which a lot of time will not be able to get that melee as he's normally dashing out of your range once more. So a lot of time as well, you can get extra, 80 damage onto him compared to his 50 on you, right? So one, dash advantage, very important, getting those shots. And when it comes to deflect, yes, deflecting the right clicks from his right click dash melee does give you a little bit of an extra damage, because if he hits it and you manage to keep it centered on where he dashes through you. But one of the things that I really like to do against Genji players is that if they pop deflect, which a lot of people do in very lower elos, I personally like to bait out deflect, wait until like the end of the deflect cycle, not so it has completely gone out, it's still active, but it's right on that borderline where it's about to go down. I will then right click into his deflect, immediately pop my own, and I will normally get my shurikens that he deflected, I will deflect my own backs and then hit him directly. There's a little bit of a jump on him. A lot of Genjis, especially in low elos, also right after they pop their deflect, especially since they have low reaction time, will right click immediately. So if you pop your deflect, he will pop his, you right click into it, he deflects yours, you deflect your own again, and you hit him, and then he will normally also right click into your deflect. You will get some extra damage, and again, now you're immune to his shuriken, and if you have dash advantage, there's not much more damage you can do to you. You will get that nice advantage with you being able to trade to him when he cannot trade to you. If he gets dash advantage on you guys, there's not much to worry about. If he has dash advantage, he dashes first. You just want to counter dash and deal the damage, and then you want to try to, when the cooldown is about to go out for him, you want to play out of his line of sight, right? You want his dash to get off cooldown, and then you want to not fight him before yours is off as well, so he doesn't get to dash you once more. So if he gets a dash advantage, if you get to jump on you somehow, then play out of line of sight when his dash is about to go off cooldown, so that you can get yours off cooldown first. Then you engage him again, and then you get dash advantage by dashing him before he can dash. You should always to play around if he gets a dash advantage. And that's really the stuff that I like to do against other Genji players. Shoot him on his peaks and on his lows to get easier shots. Make sure to get dash advantage, because you can normally get an extra melee and you will have your cooldown, your dash back, so you can use that to finish and execute him very fast. Make sure again that you use the little deflect tricks. It is tips that I like to do. And remember, if you have dash advantage, if he deflects, then you deflect, right? That's in total about 4 seconds off. So half your cooldown off where you are not taking a damage. And since you have dash advantage, you have damage advantage. You have HP advantage over him. So that's great for you. And if he gets dash advantage on you, just make sure that you can always try to do stuff like playing around walls and so on, so that you get your back of cooldown before you engage him once more, so that you guys can to a certain extent kind of finish him off and get your cooldown back on that reset, so that he doesn't just play around with disadvantage over you. So that's really all that I have for today's video. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. Like the video. If you didn't, tell me if you want to see more of these 1v1 guides. I was thinking about doing Widow and Trace and so on. So yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely gaming experience. My name has been Joel. You guys take care of yourselves, stay positive, and as always, guys, keep telling me in your crosshair.